there! Welcome to Mission 5, Lesson 9, where our objective is to use the area model and division to show the equivalence of two fractions. So we have been using multiplication to figure out equivalent fractions. Now we're going to look at division to show equivalent fractions. So division is going to be our focus for equivalent fractions today. Let's take a look at a couple examples. Okay, so this one asks us to use division to rename 3/9 as a unit fraction. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to find an equivalent fraction by dividing today. Okay, so notice I started off with 3/9 here. I know this is 3/9 because I have 9 total and 3 of them are shaded. All right, so what I want to try to do, and today only, when you divide, what you want to do is try to divide by the numerator. See if we can group them by whatever the numerator is, okay? Because we're trying to get to one unit fraction, so we're trying to get to 1 here. So for today, what we will do is we're going to take 3/9, and I'm going to show you. Let me get, marker there, pen. Okay, so we're going to have 3/9. Okay, so I just copy 3/9 again. Okay, and what am I going to divide it by? Well, I'm going to divide it by, today, whatever my numerator is. So in this case, my numerator is 3. So I'm going to divide by 3, meaning I'm going to group them in 3s. Now, just like with multiplication, you can find equivalent fractions, but it has to be divided by the same number for the numerator and the denominator. You cannot change the numbers when you're dividing. Has to be the same number. Okay, so now what I'm essentially doing is I'm grouping them in groups of 3. I'm dividing in 3. So I'm making a group there. I'm making a group another 3 there, and making another group of 3 there. Okay, and let's see what I end up with. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So an equivalent fraction to 3/9 is 1/3. And if I look at it over here, yeah, is that what you see? Yeah, because I have 3 groups now. After I grouped them in 3, I have 1, 2, 3 total groups. So that tells me my denominator is 3. And how many of those groups are shaded? Well, one of those groups is shaded, so it's 1/3. Let's take a look at one more doing the same thing. So this one, we're starting with 5/15, and we want to divide. We want to group them and divide. So again, today we're just looking at the numerator and dividing by the numerator. Okay, so again, here I just need to copy 5/15, whatever fraction I'm starting with. And now I'm going to divide by, what's my numerator? It's 5. So I'm going to group or divide by groups of 5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Now if I look here with the area model, I have 5/15 is what I started with. And I'm just going to group them in groups of 5. And when I'm grouping them, just like dividing, I have to put the same number in each group. That's why when I divide, I have to divide by the same number. So I put them in groups of 5. So 5 divided by 5 equals 1. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. This also equals 1/3 if we find an equivalent fraction and get it down to that base right there, that unit fraction. And does this match up with our area model? Yes, it does. Because you can see, I put them in groups of 5. How many groups did I end up with? I end up with 1, 2, 3 groups. So that tells me my denominator would be 3. And how many of those groups were shaded? Well, 1. This group right here. This one right here. That's one group. So it's 1/3. Okay. That's what you're going to be doing today, using division to figure out an equivalent fraction. And for today, you're just going to divide by the numerator to find that equivalent fraction. Okay? The numerator will tell you what to divide by or how many to put in each group. Okay? Good luck, and if you need any assistance, let me or your teacher know, as always.